So this video is going to show our pie charts, something we've recently introduced to the Adaptable Blotter as part of our very exciting partnership with Infogistics. Over the next few months we're going to be introducing many other charting types. We've so far got category charts, pie charts, donut charts, and we've got financial data and other charts to come. So we're looking here at some dummy data. It's actually the famous Northwind dataset from Microsoft, and we're using the excellent AG grid, probably the best HTML5 grid out there. So how do pie charts work? Well, there's actually two ways that you can use them. One is simply at column level. So let's imagine you've got any column in your grid and you want to see the distinct values in pie chart format. So you simply click on the column menu, choose See as Pie Chart, and then it shows you all the values as a pie chart. You can see for each value the name, you can see the value and the name. If you want to, you can see the ratio as well, however you want to see it. So very simple pie chart, letting you see all the distinct values counted up. You can do other things as well. So for instance, obviously you can look at any column you want. So let's try, I don't know, let's look at the ship country column. And again, you can see we've got all the values. Now here we've actually got quite a lot of values. And sometimes you might want to sort of store those up. So by default, we have an others threshold of 2%, but we can change that. So for instance, if we make that 7%, you now see all the others and you just sort of see the four biggest ones. Or you actually can make that an amount. So we can say make that 30, and there we are. You've got kind of the smaller countries and then the others all bunched up together. You can see things in a donut view if you want to, or you can see it in pie chart view. You can also see numeric columns as well. So for instance, let's try, say, this column here, invoiced, and it does the same thing. It bunches up the others, and it shows you all the numbers. Now when you see a pie chart on a numeric column, what we also do is we range it for you. So essentially, because here there'll be far too many individual values, so we automatically put them into ranges. You can see them here, so the range from 1 to 1k, etc, etc, how many there are in each range. You can sort it by name, you can sort it by value, etc. So that's pie charts at column level. But what happens if you want to do something clever? So let's say you want to merge two of these pie charts. So you want to see all the employees, but what they've invoiced. How can you do that? Well, you do that by using our main charting function. So let's create a pie chart here, and let's see the employee. And this time you've now got the option of adding your secondary column. So let's do invoice. You can look at the count, or you can look at the sum. The sum makes sense here because we want the sum of all the invoices for each employee. So we will call it employee by invoiced amount, and you've got a choice for whether you want to see just the rows that are visible or all the rows in your data set. We'll look at the visible rows and we finish, and now you can view the chart. And you can see it's showing us that invoiced. Again, you've got all the similar stuff before to see it as pie chart, to see it as donut. Again, you know, you can do the others. So if you want to other it up here, we can. And lastly, of course, this is saveable. So for instance, if I was to close my chart and then go back in employee by invoiced amount, see the chart, I can come back in again. And obviously it's live. So for instance, let's find the invoiced amount column, and there's Michael. So you can see at the moment, I'll use Michael, let's use Janet, there's Janet here. So if we do a very, very silly change, and we make this something absurdly high, as soon as I click enter, there we are, you see Janet change, and everything else become others. So there we are, that's pie chart, the ability to see column data in a pie donut format, either at a single column level through the column menu, or to save and to reuse them like you can with all the other charts if you want to do something more complicated. Thank you for watching. Thanks to AG Grid for producing this fantastic grid that we're using to show the data, and thank you to Infogistics for partnering with us to provide this great charting library. Any questions, please get in touch. Thank you for watching.